wake up in the night to a cold sweat and the fear that perhaps I didn't make the right moves yet. To use a waiver, would it be braver to hold out for more and call this guy the savior? The 5-4 line, been on the wrong and the right side. When the stats down, you gotta look to the bright side. And when the stats up, you better not slip. 11 other teams just hoping you will trip up. GFL, the greatest in the world, yes. Number one pick, you got the world at your doorstep. Take a bad trade, it gon' be met with a protest. The professional poised with the polish of a pro step. Believe the hype, yeah. Fantasy game got me feeling like the spice of life. Give me the spice tonight with Sean Curry and Mike.
Evening, gentlemen. Welcome back to the Curry Spice for this week's edition. We're featuring Michael Smith. Michael, just run through the sponsors for me so we can get Nick Barnshaw's qualms out of the way.
Athletics Australia. We've got an ad for them later on. And we've got coffees again from Acorn Nursery. Joel, get down there. They have glass cabinets, so you can fit all your trophies in there. So, you know, just go down there and purchase a cabinet and put all your old trophies in there and all the trophies yet to come. So
away you go.
Yeah.
All right, let's get straight into the matchups and the standings. Jeremy Nelson's back on top. Having a look there, Michael.
Yes, he had a nice 5-2 victory over Josh.
Yeah, so we'll get to that later. But let's go into the matchup of the round, which I thought was Keyboard Warrior, yourself, Michael, and Gavin. Now, I'll be the first to admit, I said at the start of the week you have zero chance of winning threes. Now,
I said to you that the deciding category would be threes.
So,
I said it would be a 4-5.
Well,
either way.
You've won by a 3.
Yep.
Well,
could
the Lord just split me? Wow.
Can I get an amen?
Who's hit your threes for you?
Just five quiet ones from Vasquez, 6 from Patrick Patterson, who
PP.
Who
9 from Chandler Parsons. You worded him up before the show asking for highlights.
We need highlights from him.
So
I didn't even realise what a good week he's had because I was too busy trying to hit free agent targets, you know, with my controversial drop of Deng.
Chalmers has stolen the bloody life out of Gavin, 11 steals for the week, and Lawson's had 9 himself. So
and going over to Gav's side, he had 13 threes of Reddick, 14 threes of Corver, and 6 off Lamb. Got 2 off of Barker, but not much else because the rest of his team are bigs.
I'll be getting to more in depth in my matchup, which I think is next. But myself and Gavin had a trade, if you don't know. We traded Carmelo for basically DeAndre Jordan and Jabari Parker. And essentially,
help me.
Gavin would have won threes and I would have won blocks, and we've kind of shifted them across. He would have won threes.
Thanks, boys.
So we've cost ourselves a category there, each, but and the win in Gavin's case. But I think for the long term he'll be alright, Gavin. Dwight Howard's been out. He's dead. I think he hit his son and hurt his knee, and that's
his
it.
Son, wow.
He's gone.
Who needs Dwight when you got Brandon Wright?
When you got 11 sons, you should be able to hit one of them. So. Alright, next matchup.
No, you cannot say that.
Too soon? Alright, so our next matchup we're going to go through, I think, is, let's go through that. Joel and Willow, and oh my god, Willow's got a win here. So, Joel, I think at the start of the week had a little bit of the injury bug. Oh my god, Marc Gasol has slowed right down this week. He must have missed a game or two. Vucevic.
Gasol had a poor game against Houston. That was when he had the MCL scare. Vucevic was missing games. Can I just say 3 players from Willow's team? MCW. Millsap. 9 threes from Sullinger.
And Mr. LeBron. Even Bradley Beal.
9 threes from Sullinger.
What is this Cartier Williams doing? What is he doing? He's just gone on a tangent this week. Stat stuffer.
21 turnovers, but...
Oh, he has had 21 turnovers. Yeah.
But that would have been a lost category anyway, taking those off.
Sorry
Blocks.
guys, got a bit of a cold.
Joel won blocks by 2. And every other category looks pretty safe.
Yeah, it was decided pretty early.
So it could have been a...
I mean, the field goal was reasonably close. You're talking about just under 10 shots difference there. Could have swung either way, kind of. But yeah, that matchup, Willow's done well, and he needed it as well. Pushes him to 8th. Going to our next matchup. Death and Taxes has got a very handy win in the first week back for Durant.
Yes.
6-3. I thought Durant was a bit rusty this week, but having a look at that, it's still a very serviceable line. What have you got here? Cousins is missing for Dan. That's the story
that
there.
Hurts, you know.
Just got an update, and it said Cousins is out till January potentially. Meningitis. So he's trying to train through it, but he just can't. He can't get it going.
That's tough.
It's tough for Dan because I thought he had a really good side. When he played me, man, it was just... I've said it every week, Dan. Wow. But
while we're on this matchup, I love saying that. It's one of my favourites. While we're on this matchup,
yeah.
I was going to give Dan a massive, massive bake. Like I was going to go on a Stephen A. Smith rant.
Blasphemous.
It took you this long, but you've finally done it. You've dropped Smart.
Marcus Smart.
What were you doing? You missed, what, 20 games from him? And
20 games. Was it 20 games?
And what was the point of holding him for?
It happens. You believe in a player, and
you can't sit on players.
And I don't.
You can find the exact same.
I've made 2 ads already. I made 4 ads before Friday even finished last week. I mean, there's that much stuff out there at the moment.
People didn't say stuff publicly about my drop on Dang, but I got a few private messages, just saying why were you doing such a thing? But got 4 threes out of Barnes, and subsequently won my matchup because I decided not to sit on my hands and drop Dang, who's 13-5-1. I can find that on the waiver wire any day of the week. Like I'm analysing stuff, especially with these coffees, keeping me up at night.
Going a bit off the subject, but yeah.
Brandon Knight had 9 threes. Leonard had four threes.
Ilyasova, popped up last week and was playing like Kevin Love, and now he looks like he's returned to earth and died. He's dead, is he?
Yeah, he's gone. He's gone.
Just
came and just destroyed me, and then
left. We'll go next matchup.
Yeah. We're sort of going a bit off tangent, mostly on my part. So 6 threes.
Benno, Ballers, and the Fellowship. Toby wins 5-4, but I just see 6 threes for the week for Ben. Mate, there's punting and then there's just nuking.
That's
351 points as well. It's not very good. How do you have almost 259 rebounds and 351 points? It's beyond me.
What's staggering is he drafted a fairly big side, and he's nearly shot under 40%.
Yeah, that's actually really interesting. Wow. Al Jefferson shot 38. Andre Drummond shot 55 this week somehow. Rondo shot 27.
McDaniels 30%. Peyton 35%.
Yeah, he's got a bit of so he's gone. He's still pumping out some assists. Oh, he only got 119. Rondo probably doesn't suit his team.
Oh.
Apart from the steals.
Yeah.
So what do you reckon?
Send him to me.
Oh, Ben.
I think you need to.
Rondo.
I think you need to make some trade moves there, Ben.
Well, no, I'm just looking at the team. I mean, he hasn't really helped in any area there besides steals. All right. So let's talk about the winner.
Ben got 6 threes, and Toby got 11 just off Nick Young by himself.
Yeah. So Toby's main player looks like LaMarcus Aldridge. Yeah, I'd go with that.
Is your boy recovered?
Who's my boy? I've got many boys.
AV, has he recovered from Amari?
Oh, I'll get to that more later. I didn't see any NBA over the weekend. So I haven't seen anything.
I'm not too sure if he will ever recover.
Apparently, what happened? He got dunked on by someone.
By Mare, by Toby's
fuck.
boy.
Oh, Mare. Yeah, he's doing alright, Mare, this season. Hanging in there.
Mop and bucket sort of stuff, you know.
Yeah. Next matchup. Just trying to smash through these boys. Got a lot to do today. Brow Boys, 5-2. Oh, God, Josh. So prayer. I think it's over. That's it.
It's a long climb up the mountain.
How do you...
Josh.
He's drawn 2 categories as well. Threes and turnovers.
Dinner for 2, 69 turnovers.
Josh. I think that's it.
Oh,
So-
Wesley Matthews only hit 4, but he hit 21 against you. That's a bit rough.
It's fucking so shit. Wesley Matthews hit 4 threes and he hit 21 last week. And I lost threes by what, 6?
That's tough. That's fantasy.
Can't even... That's bullshit.
Some notables for Nelson is
Beverly's back.
Anthony Davis, just, you know, a lazy 81, 28, 7, 8 and 8.
Rolling it out.
Good pickup by Nelson. Rissol Butler.
Rissol? Yeah.
You know, could he feature in the Wave of the Week segment? Maybe.
Yeah, he definitely looks like he'd be up there. I have no idea who Wave of the Week is this week, Smith. You're going to surprise me and wow me with your selection.
Do we go into the Facebook post of the week?
We will at the end of the standings, at the end of these matchups.
Okay.
We'll save it. We'll speak about that.
I digress.
Wade's doing pretty well while he's playing as well. So
Some good plays from Josh. Not that he has many, but Steph Curry, Wilson Chandler. I was been trying to work some trade.
yeah, that's a good week from Wilson Chandler.
Trying to get him.
Points.
He got 8 threes from Dragic.
He just still not enough players on the park. Did he drop Pekovic, did he?
Yeah, he did drop Pekovic.
Good
Don't know
job.
why I picked him up, but yeah, making some moves.
Yeah. Alright, we'll go to the next matchup, mate. We're labouring. Alright, basketball versus McDaddy. Nick, I was at Stereo from Friday to Sunday. It's a good thing because I lost, so I'm not emotionally connected to this matchup. I could check the update when it connected. Rarely at the showgrounds, but
you went early. You're already four ads in the first 2 days.
4 ads in the first 2 days, so I really front loaded and Nick really back loaded. And by the looks of it, I mean looks like it was reasonably close, somewhat. I said last week I thought Nick might. It's going to be difficult. I thought. I had so many players play against Nelson, and I'll get onto it. I'll have so many players play against Toby this week. I thought there's no way I'm going to have as many play this week. I don't know the count, but
Monte Ellis had 113 points.
What I will say is Trey Burke. I mean, his stats don't look ridiculous there, but I mean he had 27 assists, so he really kept pace with Chris Paul, who had 34, and I've lost assists by 11, which is considerable. And 5 threes and 6 blocks. So if I hadn't have traded DeAndre, I might have won the blocks, but I have to look ahead more than one category.
Yeah.
I'll take this loss. I thought Nick was obviously the better team, and Kelly Olynyk managed to have a pretty poor week overall, but had a real massive one game. I remember seeing the matchup for that, and Bledsoe's had a solid week, getting 7 steals and 5 blocks.
Good pick up on the waiver there last night for this coming matchup with Fry.
Fry really suits my team. I think he's a smoky. I think I put him in my waiver for Deng as well as high priority. But you know what? When I found out I got Fry, I think I prefer him. I think he was just a little bit. Out of Deng and Fry, I thought he was undervalued. I thought Fry might be.
I wanted Fry, but I wasn't prepared to use my waiver positioning.
I mean, he's hanging in there. He's playing okay, and he was playing very good when Vucevic was in the lineup. So I'm hoping that I can get a keeper out of that to stop having to turn over so many players.
But you know,
we'll go next matchup.
turnover players isn't too bad if you know what you're doing.
Yeah, it's very hit and miss. Like I've found,
you got to be on the ball and you got to have a lot of time to be looking at people's stats.
It's really hit and miss. I think I found Jameer Nelson and Devin Harris were terrible ads, and Shabazz Muhammad and Wesley Johnson were magnificent ads for me this week. So it's 2-2, very, very hit and miss. Are they all the matchups, are they?
Yeah, I think so.
So we'll look at standings. So we're going to go through Nelson's on top. So Joel and Nelson are just playing tit for tat on that. Fellowship's doing... he's really impressing me. He's third. So he's doing good, and I have him this week. But yeah, I'll get to that later. Keyboard Warrior, fourth.
Jump Gav because of my win.
Swap spots. But yeah, equal on... Well, use 3 are in Tobia equal on games. Myself, despite a pretty significant loss, 3-6, hang around. I'm still in 6th spot, and would have been in 6th spot even if I had a 1. So as long as I can try and pinch some categories back this week, I'll be all right. Luke Skywalker, he's climbing the ladder.
Wow.
He's 7th.
He's got his boy back, doesn't he?
Wow, I reckon he could jump me pretty quickly. Yeah. No, he's doing good.
Last season showed that if you have a poor start, you can still sort of claw your way back up the ladder, as long as you haven't lost too many 8-1s or 7-2s. If you've been round about 5-4 or 6-3s, and then your team gets going with a few returning, you can climb that ladder back.
So 6th to 11th is really close. Downing's fallen a fair way in the last few weeks. I think Josh is done.
He has to be.
I can't see him 18 games. Yeah. No, I'd say he's
When
done.
does he start his fire sale?
I don't know. Sometimes, there's that point where you leave it too long where there's no point. You can't do anything. The house is burnt down. Just sale's over.
Just make sure you keep setting your rosters there, Josh.
Stay with it.
Stay with it.
For the sake of the league.
That's right.
All right. We're going to go into our waiver of the week.
All right. So
Mike was handling this. I was at stereo for all the cool kids. I have zero idea.
we have 2 honourable mentions.
That's a good week.
The first honourable mention is Jeremy Lamb, ranked 53rd on the week. 72% field goal from a guard. What's going on with the guards?
They're getting open looks.
80% foul shots, 2 threes, 14, 3.7, 1 and 0.3 turnovers in only 22 minutes.
It's pretty good.
I would have loved to have given the award this week to my boy, Paddy P.
But his averages, what were they? I think he had one good game.
No, he averaged 2 threes for the week.
2 threes is good.
10-5, but then not much else. But yeah, his 6 threes helped me close out the 5-4 victory against Gav.
Yeah.
But
You got to go. I like production, and on that,
ranked 13th in this last week. Jeremy Nelson got 3 games out of him, I'm fairly sure. Rasul, but I reckon you...
Butler.
Yeah, Butler.
Yeah.
28 minutes, nearly 29 minutes, 54% field goal, 85% foul shots, 3.3 threes, 18.8 points, 3.5 rebounds, 1.8 assists and 1.5 steals.
What happened? Poor piece died. What happened to this guy? Where did he come from?
Just came from nowhere.
It's a good week. Is he starting this week, or what's he out again?
No, he'll probably keep... Well, I don't think he'd be ranked 13th
That's
again.
a bloody good week.
It's a good ad.
It's probably the best waiver week of a player this season by the looks of it. Honestly, 3.3 threes, 18 points, 1.5 steals, 0.5 blocks, 54% field goal.
And he's getting the minutes, that's the thing. Like,
Yeah, that's a really good week.
Minutes. Should we go to the full rankings? The top 10?
Yes, I want to see that, definitely. I need to catch up.
Players. Let's just hold up. I didn't bring up this tab the other night when I was getting everything ready. Go to the other ranks.
Okay. Dragic.
Yes. Just wasting
Number
away.
1 for the week.
Wasting away on Josh's team.
He's doing alright, isn't he? That was
Dragic is, not Josh.
Isaiah Thomas missed the week, didn't he?
Yeah.
And Anthony Davis second.
Lowry, Joel's boy, fourth, Irving.
Bledsoe. Clay.
Clay, yeah.
6.
Joel will love this.
Draymond
Green.
3 threes. Oh.
That's a great pick from him. That's a
Derek
great
Favors had a good week. Good.
Chris Paul.
9th. Rolls Royce.
And Luke's boy just rounding out the top 10, Brandon Knight. And my boy John Wall a bit stiff to just
Very
make
nice.
it, not make it.
Alright. That's good, man.
So I think we have Kaz from Orthotics Australia. Hi Kaz.
Hi.
Let's tell us about this product.
Thanks boys, Caroline from Orthotics Australia again, proud sponsors of Curry Spice. Today we're going to have a quick chat about the Bledsoe Crossover Knee Brace. It's designed for mild meniscal tears and other injuries. The ligaments, strains, stretches. It's available in wraparound, front closure for easier application and adjustable tension. It improves joint function and can delay surgery. It's a customised support with breathable Tri-Tech. It has 4 straps, allowing easier application. Alternative strapping techniques for a more customised support. It's easily adjustable hinges for an ideal anatomical support. Get on it, come down and see us. 666 Canterbury Road, Surrey Hills.
Oh, very nice. Bledsoe brace.
Yeah, the Bledsoe Crossover Tri-Tech brace. If you want to book an appointment, Orthotics Australia, 9898 3440 guys. Feel free. It's not just about the knee brace. If you've got any other ailments, go make an appointment, guys.
Alright guys, what I'm going to go into is my new little section, and it's called the Gentleman's Fantasy League Status of the Week. Which basically is me choosing what I think is my favourite status from the Gentleman's Fantasy League of this week gone. And one came in today that I want to just basically immediately pick up as my favourite. I'll just read it out. 1 second. You excited for this, Smith?
A little bit, but I think it might open the can of worms of people trying to make statuses to get the reward.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's just increasing productivity. Now, my favourite status of the week is this from Jeremy Nelson. The Brow Boys said this: Carlos Boozer going cheap. That's my favourite one of the week, Smith. I love it.
Well, why do you love it, Sean?
I love it because I've got an offer. I will pick up off the waiver wire Josh McRoberts and offer that for Boozer.
I don't know if you could you? I don't think I'd prefer Josh McRoberts.
I don't think Boozer's worth anything anymore. I think he's done.
Get rid of him. Just drop him.
Yeah.
But apparently, I stacked up the top,
So
up the top team.
yeah. No, Boozer wasn't worth much at the start. For Brewer's probably got a few weeks left, a month left, maybe more.
Getting me 2 steals a game. I'm happy with that.
So yeah, I think you've done well there. Done well there in the end.
And while we're speaking about that trade, we did have a trade this week, didn't we?
Oh, trade of the week. Now, was it 1 trade or 2 trades?
1.
Oh my god. I traded Wesley Johnson for Avery Bradley, and I just can't stop trading. People keep coming to me and wowing me. I can't help it. I haven't offered a player this year. People come to me, and
You
it's
need to go
amazing.
to TA, Trades Anonymous.
Well, Willow comes to me and offers Avery Bradley.
An addiction.
Wesley Johnson, by the way, who I picked up at the time, had this freaking massive game. He had like 4 blocks, 2 steals, 3 threes. Last year, Wesley Johnson was the only player besides Paul Millsap to average a 3, a steal, and a block. So he does have a unique stat line. Having said that, Avery Bradley's a much more consistent, I thought, player. He had the runs on the board. So I hummed and hard about it, and in the end...
you went to your sources?
Oh, yeah, and I decided that I'll just take the consistency and look ahead. So I'm happy with that. I think Wesley made way for Nick Young a little bit for the last 2 games, but I think at the end of the day, Wesley Johnson is Lakers' best defensive wing, so he should get his 25 minutes here and there. So a very small trade.
Yeah.
But I don't think it'll make or break anyone. But obviously, Avery Bradley doesn't do as much of a spread as Wesley Johnson as far as steals and blocks, but I'll take.
At least you're going to get consistency though.
I need the consistency at the moment, so yeah, that was the trade of the week.
You could have hold on Wes Johnson and then have to drop him like 3 or 4 days later.
Yeah.
I hope you're going to get the same production out of him. So we'll go into next week's
we're going straight into next week's matchups. Okay. So yourself, the keyboard warrior, faces Ben, and I'm going to have to go 6-3 Michael Smith's way on this one.
I'm going to go 5-4.
5-4. You think he's just strategically got you in a few caps? The way.
Well, if his team keeps shooting the way they are, field goal percentage, I'll win 6-3.
Yeah, I'm anticipating that.
And if my boys keep shooting the way they have been, then I'll probably win 6-3. But I reckon it'll be 5-4.
Yep.
But I reckon it won't be close in any of the categories. Like it'll be 5-4 comfortably.
Yeah. I've got matchup of the round without a shadow of a doubt. Everyone's said Pacquiao, Mayweather, but at the moment right now we're going to give you what you want, and that is the Architect versus the Brow Boys. And this is big. This is the derby. This is champ versus champ, chomp versus chomp. Who have you got, Michael? Because I will not sway from the Architect. He will find a way.
He always does. But
Brow Boys, no pushover. Pelicans have a 4-game week.
I don't know.
Okay. Oh, that's
Is
critical.
Is Vucevic still going to be out this week?
Oh, I think Draymond Green's playing that good, it won't matter.
Either way I go, I'm probably going to put the jinx on someone. So it just depends on who I want to put the jinx on. I think that Joel will do everything he can to win this matchup, and I reckon he will win.
Yeah.
And you're going with Joel as well?
I think Joel will win. He'll find a way. He'll have a J-Max Sunday, which is Monday Australian time.
Yeah.
All right, Death and Taxes.
7s versus 8.
Very important matchup, but I can't sway from Durant and the Death and Taxes. They are on the rise. Now, Willow had a great win last week as well, so it's going to be a competitive matchup, but I'm going with Death and Taxes.
Yeah, going with Luke. I agree. We're agreeing with each other.
It's rare. Yin and yang normally.
Yeah.
Monsters Inc. and Downing's team, 5th versus 11th. No Cousins, no chance. Going all bets on
Gav.
Monsters Inc. at $1.20.
$1.20.
Done. Dwight Howard's not back yet, and he's still finding a way to float around 5th, so he's doing good. May have overloaded on Biggs.
Just a tad.
Basketball versus Josh, 10th versus 12th. I thought Basketball has quite a good team. I think he might have had a slower start when Westbrook wasn't playing, but pop him in. Bledsoe's playing magnificent. Trey Burke's playing much better. And suddenly he's got Oladipo, and he's got a great guard team. So I can't
Nick will win.
6-3, I reckon.
6-3?
Yeah, I reckon Basketball's playing pretty good.
I'm going 8-1. Nick.
8-1.
Yeah.
Wow. Mac Daddy Records versus the Fellowship. This is very interesting because I have hunches and feelings. I thought last week I was in a bit of trouble playing Nick. And I was quietly confident against Nelson and probably unlucky not to win that matchup. This matchup against Toby's 3rd, but I feel confident. I think I'm going to win this.
Yeah?
I think I have Carmelo, Chris Paul and Klay Thompson all have 4 games. They're loaded up and ready to go. Had quiet weeks last week. And I think Toby's got too many injuries.
Brooke Lopez is out for a week, apparently. He's got a bad back.
It's going to hurt.
Have
4
to
game
go
week.
to Orthotics Australia.
Joe Johnson
Johnson.
misses today. He should play 2 at least.
Mo Williams is also out.
Yep.
The guy from last week.
And George Hill. Apart from that, I think I've got too many. My team's on and off each week. I've got so many games this week. I wouldn't say I had. I thought I had an okay week last week against Nick. Kemba Walker only had 2.
But when you're having to front load your waiver ads because you're going away, that puts you on the back foot straight away.
Yeah, it did. But I mean, I'm expecting to bounce back this week. Having said that, Toby's been playing pretty good. So, I mean, he's got LaMarcus Aldridge with 4 games. Kevin Love has 4 games. So there's players there that are definitely going to cause me trouble. I just think if I don't bounce back here, I'll slip down. It's a must-win game.
I reckon you've got him.
If Carmelo, Klay Thompson, and Chris Paul play the way they've been playing, I'm fine.
What do you think from Melo's first game?
Melo's first game scared the shit out of me. I was like, fuck.
What have I done?
I was like, and Jabari went off for 25, and DeAndre had 5 blocks, and I'm like, yeah, paid too much. But by the end of the week, I'm comfortable. I've improved my free throws. I mean, how can you win rebounds against Nick, have all these kind of big stats coming in, and I've traded away Bosch, I've traded away DeAndre Jordan, and Parker's like a point rebounding small forward. And yet I bring in Klay, I bring in Carmelo, and I can't win threes, and I can't win points, and I can't win assists. So
that's because I've got all the point guards.
Mate, I don't know what I can do. I'm going to struggle when I play here. I'll lose bloody 9-0.
Other than turnovers, I win turnovers for sure.
Yeah.
It's the one category I always lose.
Other than that, I think we've really pushed through today, and we've smashed out in 30 minutes.
Still can't believe that startup we've got.
It's pretty epic, to be honest. I mean, I was at Stereo and I was just waiting for DJ Snake. Turned down for what? I thought he was going to just slip in the J-Mac, just Barstool rap, just put his own little spin on it, but it was never agreed. Other than that, pretty happy with how the season's going so far for everyone. It's been pretty enjoyable, Michael. So we'll see what happens this week. I think that's all we've got, mate.
I think so. I think we're done. I think we're done for another week.
We'll see you fellas next week, bright and early on a Tuesday.
Good luck, guys.
See ya.